Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at on this beautiful Thursday, May 29th. Welcome back to another episode of the My Mortgage Hound Daily Home of the Day. All right, we're gonna dive right into it. This morning we're going to Felida. I like featuring Felida, especially this time of year as we get closer to school being out. Felida School District is very highly desirable, some of the best rated schools in the state, and a lot of people just want that Felida community. I grew up in Felida. I have a lot of close friends that live in Felida, and there's Felida moms, Felida dads. They all drive around on golf carts together. It's kind of like a mini cult that everyone wants to join, but Felida is a great place to raise a family. So I found, home affordability still a huge issue. In fact, it's probably not getting better. It's probably slowly getting a little bit worse. We'll go into that on Saturday's stream when we look at our market statistics. But with interest rates creeping up a little bit, home affordability is top of mind for people wanting to move to Felida. Just to find a home in Felida is difficult. So I found this one here. I like it. 1211 Northeast 110th Street. 98685 is that magical Felida zip code. 3 beds, 2 baths, 2288 square feet, built in 1964. Back when Felida was kind of a little farm town. Sits on a 1/4 acre. This home is listed by Katie over at Windermere Northwest Living. Let's see what Katie has to say. Open house this weekend, Saturday 1 to 3, Sunday 1 to 3. Updated mid-century modern on over a 1/4 acre. This move-in ready home has been beautifully remodeled while still maintaining original hardwoods and style. Enjoy stainless steel appliances, quartz countertops, and soft closed cabinetry in the kitchen. Remodeled bathrooms have walk-in oversized shower. In the owner suite and second bathroom has double sink vanity and wainscoting. Wood-burning fireplaces in living room and finished basement. Flex space and basement for your office, gym, hobbies, podcast studio, live stream studio, complete with charming wood shed, fire pit outside, chicken pen and berry garden. Oversized covered carport connects to the pull-through 2-car garage. No HOA, new 50-year roof put on in 2023, new electrical panel put on in 2022. New septic pump in February of this year. Chimneys cleaned in 2024. I love this description. Okay, let's take a look at some pictures. Love the curb appeal. It's kind of got that Golden Girls-esque feeling to it. Nice big mature tree in the front yard. Nice long driveway. I don't really see that carport. Maybe we'll get a better look at it here. A nice long flat driveway. Looks like there is RV parking on the side. We'll have to get a better look. Nice landscaping. Looks like we have a screen door, storm door on the front. Okay, I'm assuming we came through the entryway, maybe. Hard to tell, but we're definitely in the breakfast nook area. This looks elevated compared to the dining area, so hopefully we get a better look at that. Into the kitchen. Ceiling fan. There's our wood-burning fireplace, very nice. Looks like they left the brick and maybe put in a new mantle or refurbished this mantle. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Like the built-in shelves, like the shiplap on the wall here. Those are the original hardwood floors. Very nicely done with that fireplace. Okay, here's our dining room with a slider into maybe a sunroom. Hopefully we get a better look at that. Kitchen, I'm guessing that's linoleum. It could be tile. Very nice quartz countertops. Not sure I love this shelving, but that'd be very inexpensive to replace. I like the exposed beams. Two-tone cabinets. Ceiling fan in bedroom number 1. This must be our primary. So we're dealing with 2,200 square feet. There's a lot of square footage in that living area. So the bedroom's a little on the smaller side. That's not a big deal. Interesting barn door. Walk-in shower. I did not see a bathtub. Bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 3. Guest bath. Very nice in here. Brought the shiplap in, wainscoting, dual vanity. Okay, here's that sunroom. Looks like same hardwood floors. Storm door out back into the basement. Cool basement. Okay, here's a 4th bedroom in the basement. This looks more like a primary. Wow, look at this covered deck. It's huge. Well, pathway to a shed, fire pit. Berry garden. There's a good drone shot. I didn't realize it was so close to the freeway. Let's take a look on the map when we get back here. Cool lot. Close to playground. All right, let's take a look at the map. Okay, so kind of tucked in north of 99th Street. I'm thinking that's close to �\𝐸𝐿 Elementary. Yep. All right, so in Felida, there are currently only 50 homes for sale. The median sales price is $839,000. Here's some examples of some of the higher end homes for sale in Felida. The average median price for pending properties is $700,000. If for sold, $735,000. So we're under the average. Okay, put together 3 options for us to bust through quickly this morning. The first is FHA. FHA only requires 3.5% down. It's really designed to promote home ownership, higher debt to income limits, lower credit score requirements, and that low down payment. You also get a reduced rate. So today's rates, according to Mortgage News Daily, my go-to resource for all things interest rate related, national average on a 30-year fix this morning, 6.98. On our government FHA loan, 6.49. So there's our 6.49. Also looking at 10% down would make our loan amount $562,000, and 20% down would make our loan amount $500,000. If we look at a breakdown of our payment here, with FHA principal and interest $38.78, $37.34 with 10% down. Not a big difference because that interest rate's a little bit higher, and then $33.19 with 20% down. Property taxes are $435 a month. Homeowners insurance somewhere around $100 a month. This is where the big difference in payment's going to be. FHA has the forced mortgage insurance for the life of the loan, $275 a month. compared to $91 if we put 10% down, and 20% down is obviously zero. Now here, let's say you have 20% down, it's only going to cost you $91 a month of mortgage insurance to keep that extra 10% down, which I may use to come in and finish some of the updating in that house. So total payment on FHA $46.88, $43.61, $327 less a month for 10% down, or we can save $833 a month for the 20% down option. Cash to close $30,566 with FHA. 10% down would be $71,000 and $133,000 with 20% down. So there you go. There's our daily home of the day in Felida. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. If you go look at this house this week in the open house in Felida, leave some comments on what you think. All right, guys. See you back here tomorrow. Have a good day.